So first of all, thank you everyone for coming. Welcome to the 2019 Hawaii Community Foundation Scholarship Breakfast. I am Tara Shibuya. I'm the Senior Scholarship Officer here at Hawaii Community Foundation, and we really appreciate you all waking up really early and spending your Saturday morning with us. Lord knows I am not a morning person. So like I said, we just have a really short program that we would like to run through with you before breakfast is served. So please help yourselves to the fruit and the pastries that are on your table right now. To begin our program, though, we will have a very special performance by scholarship recipient Summer Derrickson. Summer is from Haleiwa and will be a senior at Loyola University in New Orleans. She's pursuing a bachelor's in music, and as you will soon see, she's definitely on the right track. Okay. More than having a passion and talent for music, she's committed to sharing and teaching the Hawaiian culture and the spirit of aloha, because as Summer shared, aloha is a way of life. I've seen how sharing the Hawaiian culture has changed people's lives, and in turn, I am truly changed. So I would now like to welcome Summer Derrickson to the stage to perform Haleiwa Hula and Waikiki.
Well, aloha everybody. Thank you for having me. I'm truly grateful to be here, and I appreciate getting the opportunity to share my passion with you. The first song I will be singing is called Haleiwa Hula, which was co-written by my great-great-uncle, Johnny Noble. And the song is important to me because I woke up early this morning all the way from Haleiwa, so, it shows me what really matters, going to school in town and pursuing this. It's really important, so I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hano, hano. Aloha. Hano, hano, haleiwa. Ku'ome, aloha. Havana, Havana. Ui no puena ka ehukai. Havana, Havana. Kila Haleiwa Kalekipa o ke malihini Kila Haleiwa Kalekipa o ke malihini Haina kapuana Hano, no, o Haleiwa Haino Haina kapuana Hano, no, o Thank you. And the second little song I chose to share is a song called Waikiki. And it was important to me because it was interesting learning about Andy Cummings, who wrote this song in the 1940s. He actually wrote this song in Michigan. And when asked about it, he said, "It's always easier to write and sing and miss Hawaii when you're not there." So it's kind of important to me to have Hawaiian music, and I love it so much whenever I get to sing it in Hawaii because I miss it so much, and it makes it even more special and important. I also like to dedicate this song to my tutu, Beverly, and this is for you. There's a feeling deep in my heart, stabbing at me just like a dart. It's a feeling heavenly. I see memories out on the past, memories that always will last, of a place beside the sea. Oh, Waikiki. At night when the shadows are falling, I hear the rolling surf calling, calling and calling to me. Waikiki, 'tis for you that my heart is yearning. I hear the rolling surf calling out there to you across the sea. Your tropic night and your wonderful charm are ever in my memory. And I recall as I held in my arms an angel sweet and heavenly. Waikiki, 'tis for you that my heart is yearning. My thoughts are always returning out there to you. Magic beside the sea, magic of you and me, magic of Waikiki. Thank you. Mahalo nui loa.
Thank you, Summer, for sharing your beautiful gift with us. I'm sure Tusu and Mom are very proud. We look forward to seeing a lot more from you in the future, definitely. Yes, another round of applause, please. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge Hawaii Community Foundation's board members in attendance today. First, we have Mike Irish, Paul Kosasa, Tyree Jenkins, and Mr. Elliot Mills, who I would like to invite to the stage to say a few words.
Aloha mai kākou. Good morning, everyone. Just one more hand for Summer. I mean, that was amazing, amazing. I'm not sure how you get up this early in the morning and sing that high of a note. It's amazing, Summer, so thank you for that. That was wonderful. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I'd like to welcome you all here this morning to the scholarship event. I've been a governor for a few years now, since 2015, and I have to say that we do a lot of events throughout the year, a lot of good things that we do from Hawaii Community Foundation. But this is my favorite, just because we get to look into the eyes of those individuals that we're really impacting and allowing these kids to live their dreams through higher education. And I really personally have a connection, because I was one of those individuals back in the day, not being benefited by HCF, but from a nonprofit organization that allowed me to go through school and allowed me to get that higher education and to be here today. And so I'd like to ask all of you who are receiving these wonderful gifts to use it well, take that time, get that education, and then hopefully someday when you are successful, and I know every one of you will be successful, is to come back here and give back to the organizations and to the communities and to the people and the future of Hawaii when you have that ability. And so thank you for doing that and keeping that in the back of your mind. And for all of you here today, our donors who have really stepped up and helped this group of individuals, some of whom are here and some of whom you may not meet today, realize these dreams. So thank you to our donors, to our governors, to all of you for being here, and also the parents, the partners, the friends, relatives who have supported these individuals through their time and will continue to support them through their education. Thank you to all of you. And I hope you folks enjoy this morning, and thank you all for being here again. Mahalo.
Oh, got to bring it way down. Thank you, Elliot, for your inspirational words. And as you mentioned, we at Hawaii Community Foundation are just truly, truly grateful for the incredible generosity of each of our donors, including and especially the ones that are here today. This year, through your generosity, donors, I am so pleased to announce that Hawaii Community Foundation broke the $7 million mark in college scholarships to over 1,200 students. Yes, so please can we give our donors a big round of applause. We are privileged to highlight some of these students here with us today, and each of them, just like our donors, have their own personal stories that inform their passion for education, learning, and giving, and a few have agreed to share their message with us today. Jean S. Epstein was a staunch supporter of public school education in Hawaii, and she firmly believed that a student's life would be enriched by attending school on the mainland. Jean knew, though, that the cost of education on the mainland would be so expensive. So she provided a gift through her trust that would allow her recipients to have all of their expenses paid for up to 4 years of college. Her hope was that by providing students this opportunity to go away to college, they in turn would improve the lives of others in Hawaii. While Jean is no longer with us, her generous gift and legacy lives in the students she continues to support, and one of these students is Jacinda Chen. Jacinda just graduated from Roosevelt High School and will be attending Harvey Mudd College in the fall, so please welcome to the stage Jacinda Chen.
Good morning, fellow award recipients and scholarship donors. My name is Jacinda Chen, and a couple months ago, I graduated from Roosevelt High School. Like many of my fellow graduates, I'm a second-generation immigrant. Both of my parents grew up in southern Chinese villages and immigrated here to Hawaii in the 80s. My mother was a graduate of McKinley High School and has been a stay-at-home mom for the majority of my life, and my father dropped out of high school and switched to and from several jobs, from being an auto body technician to a chef before finding a passion for construction. As immigrants, both of my parents were unable to get past an elementary level reading comprehension and basic arithmetic. I realized this when I was asking for help with my homework, and they just looked confused at my assignments. However, over the years, I realized how fortunate my upbringing has actually been. They always encouraged me to be successful in life, but they never forced me to have perfect grades or test scores, and they wanted me to pursue my own passions. As a young child, I was obsessed with figuring out how things worked, breaking a couple of my dad's printers and DVD players. And I always had a natural inclination towards math and science, and I realized that my interest in chemistry and physics in high school. Because of this, I realized that Harvey Mudd in California would be a perfect fit for me because of its strong engineering and liberal and chemistry programs, and its liberal arts education will allow me to pursue all of my interests. Also, my dad always wanted me to go to a mainland school so that I could experience things outside of the bubble of Hawaii. However, while researching the school, I realized that it has one of the highest costs of attendance in the nation. Fortunately, financial aid brought down the cost to 1/4, but it was still a hefty sum that I didn't want my father to bear the burden on with 3 younger sisters, 2 of whom would be in college at the same time as me. Because of this, I was planning to stay in Hawaii for college. However, a couple days before the deposit deadline, I got an email from Hawaii Community Foundation. I couldn't believe that the scholarship would allow me to actually attend a mainland college, and I didn't even know that donors gave out full-ride scholarships through Hawaii Community Foundation. So just to make sure, I stood outside my college counselor's room while she was in a meeting, and then while I was hysterically talking to her, I realized that I would be actually able to attend my dream college. On another note, Hawaii has always been overly reliant on our main industry of tourism. Because of this, Hawaii students don't have as a diverse opportunity as our peers on the mainland, making a mainland school for me my best choice. However, I would like to come back and support and encourage Hawaii students to pursue their own passions, which the donors and Hawaii Community Foundation have already paved the way for. I would like to help Hawaii become an innovation hub with a diverse spectrum of perspectives to encourage local opportunities for our students. In closing, I would like to wish the best of luck to the other students with their continuation of education into college, whether here in Hawaii or in the mainland. College will allow us to expand upon our experiences and have a higher level understanding of things we're passionate about. And to the donors who create the scholarships, thank you for supporting thousands of Hawaii students over the years with our college journey. Scholarships distributed through the Hawaii Community Foundation help relieve some of the burgeoning financial burden associated with pursuing a higher education and gives me and other Hawaii students hope and the flexibility to pursue our personal goals. And thank you to my family for their endless love and support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jacinda, for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate you honoring Jean's memory by having a goal to return to Hawaii and give back to not only help future students, but also lift our economy. Our next speaker is Abigail Eli. Abigail is one of over 30% of our recipients who received more than one scholarship from Hawaii Community Foundation. In fact, Abigail received 4 scholarships from Hawaii Community Foundation this year. The first scholarship that she received was the Pat Shinobu Scholarship, created by Kaname Oshiro, who is with us this morning. Mr. Oshiro, will you please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Mr. Oshiro created the Pat Shinobu Scholarship to benefit students from Hawaii pursuing a college education at both the community college and the 4-year institution level. The scholarship aims to support students with a community service background, with a preference for those who graduated from a Hawaii public high school. Abigail also received the 100th Infantry Battalion Veterans Scholarship, which was established by the 100th Infantry Battalion veterans. Mr. Harry Nakayama, President of the 100th Infantry Battalion Veterans, is here with us today, this morning on their behalf. So Mr. Nakayama, would you please stand to be recognized as well? Their scholarship's goal is to promote awareness of the accomplishments of the 100th Infantry Battalion veterans of World War II, and to perpetuate its legacy by rewarding its members' descendants who demonstrate their values and beliefs. Abigail also received 2 other scholarships: the Francis Katsuda Bean Waianae High School Scholarship, established by Francis Katsuda Bean, which supports graduates of Waianae High School. And the second scholarship is the Edward Yoshiharu Sakuma and Kei Kubo Sakuma Early Childhood Education Scholarship. This was established by a generous legacy gift left by Edward and Kei Sakuma and supports students pursuing a teaching degree. Please welcome to the stage Abigail Eli.
Well, aloha, everyone. It is my privilege to be able to share with you my story. So 3 years ago, my husband and I, we felt compelled to take our 12 children to live with the homeless in the village of Pu'uhonua o Waianae, which is located at the Waianae Boat Harbor. I truly believe that you cannot help others effectively if you haven't lived a single day in their shoes. So we took our family to live with the houseless for a total of 2 months. Our children say, to this day, that that was their favorite summer ever. We met beautiful people, and we learned so much while living there. We experienced life without electricity, without running water, without the internet, and without our dear air conditioning. We learned to do things like bucket washing for our laundry, and they taught us how to survive the storm, and so much more. As amazing as that experience was, we also learned and experienced many of the hardships. So after taking a step back from our 2-month experience, I realized that if I was going to help break systemic poverty, especially in Waianae, it was going to be through bringing education and stability into our community. Every child that lived in that encampment from 17 years and down that we personally met struggled with things like basic multiplication facts. Many of the adults were high school dropouts and never graduated. We personally witnessed one particular family that had 3 generations that were living in the same encampment. Many of the teens had either stopped attending school altogether or were rarely ever going. I knew that those teens and those children were more than likely going to become the next generation of homeless. So doing nothing was not an option. Today, my husband and I, we raised 13 children, 3 of which came from that encampment. I also tutor and live life with many of other families who live in poverty from 7 different villages all throughout Waianae. Since leaving the encampment, I went into training and became a substitute teacher, and I teach all throughout Waianae. While working on campus, I realized that we have a shortage for math and science teachers, and I found out that's a problem statewide. We also have a great need to help our students beyond the school hours, so I already have plans to open a tutoring center in Makaha for underprivileged students. Our focus in that tutoring center is going to be on bringing education and stability into the lives of our keiki. I personally have never attended college. I never attended college after I graduated from high school because certain family members told me that we wouldn't be able to afford it, and due to my ethnicity, that I wouldn't qualify for scholarships. So I always attended tech schools. I knew that if I was going to help tutor children and doing the things that I was doing, that I could help them to succeed from kindergarten all the way through high school. But I also knew that I would never be able to help them go beyond that if I didn't attend college myself. So after living with the homeless, a newly formed dream to help kids with education is what sent me back to college to begin my journey in obtaining my secondary education degree in mathematics. I had to educate myself if I was going to make a greater impact on my community than just giving food and clothing. But my greatest obstacle that was standing in my way was the financial burden that this might place on my family. I told myself that if my schooling took any finances away from all of my children and all of the families that we were currently helping, that I would make the decision not to attend college. So I worked really hard to apply for every scholarship that I could possibly get my hands on. And I'm thankful that for these past 3 semesters, I was able to obtain a couple of scholarships that helped to cover my tuition costs. Unfortunately, this past semester was the most difficult on our finances because I had many intense classes, which made it very difficult to substitute teach, and handle the workload of my 5 college classes. We struggled because I had to work a lot less than usual, but as a family, we pushed through. At the end of the semester, I had to make a decision. I wasn't sure if I should continue to attend college or if I should take a break so that I could try to rebuild our finances and work a little bit more. But I knew that if I stopped attending, the chances were that I may not return. And all I could think about was all the keiki and waianae that I was fighting for. You can only imagine. Sorry. How wonderful it was for me to receive notice through Hawaii Community Foundations that I was given 4 scholarships that would help to alleviate the financial burden for the next 2 semesters. Sorry. This is what it looked like when I got the news. Reading the awards that I was given brought me to tears. I do not take this opportunity lightly. I am driven not to just pass college, but to learn everything I possibly can, because my desire is to be an effective teacher and to help my future students, not just to succeed from kindergarten through high school, but from kindergarten all the way through college. Currently, I'm about to begin my 4th semester and have already obtained 47 credit hours while sustaining a 4.0 GPA. I want to express my gratitude to all of you who have sacrificially given to help students like me to achieve their dreams. Your generosity will make an impact not only on my life, but also many future generations to come. And for that, I say, mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much.
Okay, wait, I can't see. Thank you, Abigail, for your amazing story. I mean, now you can see why she received 4 scholarships from us. As both Jacinda and Abigail mentioned, their academic careers are made just that much more possible because of the generous donors who established these scholarships. Whether it's because a donor wanted to support students attending college in the mainland, or students majoring in a certain area like teaching, or even those donors who want to perpetuate their legacy. Every unique donor story has the same exact goal: to support generations of college success. So today, while we celebrate the students in the room for their pursuit of a college education, we must also say thank you. Thank you to all of the donors for their support, their generosity, and their passion, because without you donors, none of this would be possible. And to the students, as you embark on your college journey, remember that, as Elliot mentioned in the beginning, the best way to display your gratitude for your donors' generosity is to pay it forward. Thank you once again for everyone for being here this morning, and as we enjoy our breakfast, I really do encourage you to get to know each other and learn about the many more inspiring stories of the people sitting with you at your table. So eat up, talk story, and think about who it is that you want to say thank you to today. So let's eat. Thank you.